Flow into gratitude as you watch, because the biggest lie people believe about money is that they need a completely different life before they can start building real wealth, when in reality most financial transformation begins with learning how to see opportunity inside ordinary moments, because money is not hiding from people, it is flowing constantly through attention, problems, convenience, emotion, speed, trust and human behavior. And the people making the most money today are often not the smartest people in the room, they are simply the people who noticed what other people ignore and acted before everyone else became aware of it, because every era rewards a different form of attention, and right now attention itself has become one of the most valuable currencies on earth, which means if you know how to capture attention, direct attention, hold attention or solve problems for attention, you are already standing near modern forms of wealth, whether you realize it or not. And this is why gratitude matters, because without gratitude your mind becomes too emotionally noisy to recognize opportunity clearly, you scroll too fast, think too emotionally, compare too much, panic too quickly, and eventually you stop observing reality accurately. And once observation collapses, financial clarity collapses with it, because every business, every investment, every career, every skill, every product, every audience, every movement begins with one thing: somebody noticed something that other people overlooked. And gratitude sharpens that ability to notice, because gratitude slows your internal chaos enough for patterns to become visible, and patterns are where money hides, because money follows usefulness, and usefulness comes from solving friction, and friction exists everywhere. People are overwhelmed, people are distracted, people are lonely, people are confused, people want faster learning, better sleep, more focus, more health, more confidence, more peace, more income, more freedom, more simplicity. And every one of those desires is connected to economic movement, because every emotional pain point creates a market, and every market creates opportunity for the people willing to learn deeply instead of reacting emotionally. And this is why one of the most practical financial skills today is not simply working harder, but learning how human attention behaves, because attention decides what gets clicked, watched, shared, trusted, purchased, repeated, remembered and recommended. And once you understand that, you stop asking where money comes from and start asking where attention is already flowing, because where attention flows, money eventually follows. And gratitude protects you from becoming desperate while learning this, because desperation destroys strategic thinking, it makes people chase shortcuts, fake urgency and emotional hype, while gratitude keeps your nervous system stable enough to think long term. And long term thinking is where sustainable wealth is actually built, because trends change, platforms change, economies change, technologies change, but human psychology keeps repeating the same emotional loops: fear, desire, insecurity, ambition, loneliness, hope. And people who understand those emotional loops deeply will always find ways to create value, because value is simply emotional or practical relief delivered consistently. And this is why gratitude and money are deeply connected. Gratitude keeps you present enough to observe reality, while observation allows you to recognize value before everyone else notices it. And once you learn how to recognize value early, your entire relationship with money changes, because now you stop chasing random opportunities and start building around real human behavior, real human needs, real human emotions. And that is where practical wealth begins, not in fantasy, not in motivational noise, but in clear observation repeated consistently over time. And the deeper truth is that the internet has made this era one of the rarest moments in human history.